The recent dispute between Indian Army and the Chinese People Liberation Army is happening near eastern Ladakh line of actual control. Reports have emerged about the face-off between the armies of both the nations near Galwan River on the north bank of Pangong Tso and at the hot spring area. Issue of India-China border dispute is not new, but these disputes has come again into the surface recently. India and China share 3500 km long border and they have so many border disputes across various parts, but the major one are mostly Aksai Chin, which is claimed by India, but this territory is controlled and administered by China, whereas Arunachal Pradesh is controlled by India, but the entire state of Arunachal Pradesh is claimed by China. They call it South Tibet. Recent dispute is happening around Pangong Lake, which lies around the southern boundary of LAC between China and India in Aksai Chin. But where did this confusion came from? For that we need to go back. Well, a lot back in 1840s when one of the earliest treaties were signed at that time. Ladakh was conquered in 1834 by the armies of Raja Gulab Singh Dogra under the Sikh Empire. Following an unsuccessful campaign to Tibet in 1840, Gulab Singh and Tibet signed a treaty in 1842 agreeing to stick to the old and established frontiers, which left the things quite unspecified. Later British defeated the Sikhs in 1846, which resulted in the transfer of Jammu and Kashmir region including Ladakh to the British. British commissioner contacted Chinese officials to negotiate the border with them, but they did not show any kind of interest at that time. The British commissioners fixed the boundaries at the two extremities, Pangong Lake at the south and Karakoram Pass at the north, which were reasonably well defined, but the Aksai Chin area in between was largely undefined at that time. Later the Johnson Line was created in 1865 by the Britishers, which put Aksai Chin in Jammu and Kashmir, and India's claim is mostly based on this line itself. Then in 1899, Britain proposed a revised boundary named as the McCartney-MacDonald Line. This was bordered along the Karakoram mountains as it formed a natural boundary. This boundary placed the Long Stang Plain, which are south of Laksang Range in India, and the area north of Laksang Range in China. The British presented this line to Chinese in 1899, but the Qing government of China did not respond to the note again. Chinese believed that this had been the accepted boundary for years, and this continued to be the accepted boundary by China till the early 1950s. In 1947, at the time of India's independence, Aksai Chin was a part of India in a manner that resembled the Johnson Line. But during the 1950s, the People's Republic of China built a road connecting Xinjiang province and the western Tibet, of which 179 kilometers ran south of Johnson's line through the Aksai Chin region, which was mainly claimed by India. Aksai Chin was easily accessible from China, but for Indians it was not so easy, as it was on the other side of mighty Karakoram ranges. The Indians did not learn of the existence of this road until 1957. They came to know about it when the road was shown in the Chinese map published in 1958. Strategically speaking, Aksai Chin is important for both China as well as India. For India, it was the country's only gateway to Central Asia after the partition in 1947. For China, it connects the western Tibet and Xinjiang province of China, which helped in the movement of armed forces across these two provinces. This led to the tension between the two nations, and talks started which didn't work. The construction of this highway was one of the triggers for Sino-Indian War of 1962. After the War of 1962, Chinese took up to Chipchak Valley in north, Galwan Valley and Pangong Lake in Aksai Chin. Later ceasefire was called and then LAC was drawn. This LAC line ended at Pangong Lake, which is the southern end of Aksai Chin. Pangong Lake is 134 km long and India controls about one-third of this lake. The southern part is not disputed, but across the other side of the lake there is a dispute over where does India's control end and where does China's control start. There are 8 finger or knuckle-like area at the foothills of northern bank of lake. LAC branches off as it comes down to the lake. India thinks LAC is at finger 8, whereas China thinks it's at finger 4. Conflict mostly happens between Finger 4 and Finger 8. Sirjap is the Chinese base where Chinese troops are stationed, and from there they patrol till Finger 4. Indians have posts between Finger 2 and 3 and a base between Finger 3 and Finger 4. But Indian road is till ITBP base between Finger 3 and 4, and there is no metal road from this point onward, just a foot track which is very narrow for vehicles, so Indian troop has to patrol by foot till Finger 8 from this point onwards. Chinese earlier had a road till Finger 8, but during Kargil fight of 1999, as none of the Indian troops were available there, Chinese built the road till Finger 4. Both sides patrol between Finger 4 and 8 for past 5 decades, and there is a possibility of face-off or running into each other. Troops confront each other and usually they show banners and end this in a peaceful manner, but sometimes this turn into nasty fights and scuffles happen between the armies of both the nations. Coming back to the current scenario, the PLA has secured the entire area from Finger 8 to Finger 4 along the north banks of Pangong Lake, a total distance of 8 kilometers, and they are overlooking India's ITBP post between Finger 4 and Finger 3. In Galwan sector, the PLA has secured the heights around the north and south of Galwan river, securing around 3 to 4 kilometers of India's territory. The PLA seems to have come across the LAC for 2 to 3 kilometers inside the valley and then climbed up the heights. These images show the Galwan river in full flow in second and third week of May. However, by the fourth week the flow had dried up completely, exposing the rocks in the riverbed, indicating that Chinese had stopped or diverted the waters. The stoppage or diversion of Galwan river by the Chinese had serious consequences according to the international laws and the rights. It indicates that China had breached the past promises and is willing to use water as geopolitical tool. The Chinese army have deployed large number of troops in Pangong Tso and Galwan Valley, besides gradually enhancing their temporary infrastructure and their weaponry power as well. But what are the reasons for these Chinese escalations? The trigger for the face-off seems to be China's opposition to India's building a road around the Pangong Tso Lake and a link road connecting Darbuk, Shyok River and DBO in Galwan Valley, which is close to the LAC. Another reason might be China's President Xi Jinping is facing unpopularity within his own country. They started causing these trouble around China, Taiwan, Hong Kong just to increase the nationalist feeling within his own country. China, if you see, is in bad situation right now globally due to the coronavirus, and the world is blaming China for delayed response and covering it up. China feels itself backed against the wall, so this can be done just to cause distraction among the world, and this could be another way to send a message to India to support China in this situation, or they will cause these kind of trouble around their neighboring countries. Peace talks are going on between both the nations, and war looks highly unlikely as the stakes are too high, and both countries know it very well that they have a lot to lose from this war. Comment below what do you think might be the reason behind this India-China tension.